J. Walsh, this is a minute ago. I wonder if she will bring out a book called The Cot. How Harry does a wonderful job doing night feeds and putting her back in her cot like no other father could. Pair of idiots.
What if the world can change me?
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Leilani of Barbados. I'm just cooking dinner, but I wanted to do a follow-up video from last night. So I'm just putting some oil down. I'm making Jamaican fish tea at the same time because the tea is hot. The tea is piping hot. Meghan Markle and Harry just will not stop. They won't. I will have the recipe down in the description if you want it. But yes, I was sent some things today. Oh my goodness, it's a lot. First of all, lilibetdiana.com domain name is mysteriously purchased on the same day Harry and Meghan's daughter was born and 2 days before the couple announced her arrival to the world. This is from the Daily Mail. And basically they're saying that the owners of the domain have been kept secret because it was purchased via an intermediary in Scottsdale, Arizona. First of all, who's asking? Second of all, when I have a domain name that I purchased through an intermediary as well, I think all domain names are purchased through intermediaries if I'm not mistaken. Like, they have dug up some kind of who is record for lilibetdiana.com, but they apparently have done this because they want to make sure that nobody else would do it. Like, although they didn't announce birth in a timely fashion, they just wanted to make sure that nobody else would have done it, I guess, because they want to use it like how they use Archwell for another charity thing website. And this article is very interesting to me. I was like so surprised. So Harry and Meghan stepped down as senior working roles in 2020, and the Queen asked that they would not use Sussex royals, but they had already done so many preparations, which is like shocking to me how much they prepared to leave the family without telling people that they were leaving. So they had sunk all this money into like trademarking the Sussex royals name, and then they had to end up like giving it up. I mean, they said hundreds of thousands of pounds they put into it for all the different merchandise, and not that they were going to try to make that merchandise, but they were just going to, I don't know, like make sure no one else could make it, is apparently what it was. They weren't really trying to like completely make headbands and bandanas and every kind of t-shirt and thing, but apparently they were just making sure other people did it. That's what they said anyway. I don't know. I was just thinking today, like some people were asking in my comments about Doria, like why didn't she name her Doria? I don't know if you guys have realized, but that was her old life. She has a new life now. She's not concerned about her mother. And I guess I don't know if people are being facetious about that. Why didn't she name the child Doria? Obviously, it has actually been proven that the mother went to prison, and the whole thing of why she went to jail was tax and setting up a company with her husband and all kinds of things. And yeah, so apparently she just got involved in this thing and ended up going to prison. And so maybe she didn't want to name her, but at the end of the day, it's still your mother. I feel like you can still name your child after her. So I understand the questions were like, why not her? Why it has to be the Queen? But I'm just trying to imagine if I was the Queen, how would I feel that these renegades, these exiled royals, have named their child not just after me, but after my pet name that my husband gave me and my childhood pet name. Like, I feel like every time I would hear that, because there's going to be a lot of press now, you know, they're going to just be milking these children. Okay, they're milking themselves, they're milking their titles, merching, according to Lady Colin Campbell, everything. So you're going to keep hearing Lilibet's first birthday announcement, this and that. I just wonder if the Queen is going to be like cringe every time she hears this girl like name call this baby. She's gonna be like, oh my god. I mean, like, even like if she goes to church, you know, I wonder if she's gonna be like, when she goes to church on Sundays at the chapel, in the Buckingham Palace chapel and stuff, and you know, like maybe she puts out a list of prayers that she wants to do, and like it's her grandchildren and great grandchildren. It's like Archie and Archie's sister, just yeah. So just Archie's sister. That will be fine. Archie's sister. Yeah, don't call her name. Yeah, don't call her name, please. Thank you. So very much. Thank you so very, very much. That will be all. And then you have, of course, you know, she'll say George, Louis, you know, Charlotte, and Archie's sister, because I can't call the name. I cannot call the name. Anyway, so this was quite interesting how in relinquishing their titles, they are still trying to, they can't use the royal thing, but they can use the Duchess thing. Because when I first started reading, I was like, oh my God, you mean the Queen asked that they give up their titles, which is like what Lady Colin Campbell was trying to do with the petition, you know, put the titles into abeyance. But that's not really what's going on here. Unfortunately, they're just saying that they keep trying to secure certain domains. And also they secured lilibetdiana.co.uk. So what are they going to do with that? Because nobody from the UK is interested. I'm pretty sure. Nobody's interested. Okay, then I got another article about Diana visiting Northwestern University, which is Meghan's alma mater, and also where she was part of a sorority where she glued somebody's eyelids shut, allegedly. Listen, I want to see a picture. I know there's a girl out there. If this happened, there's a girl out there with a picture, a hard copy picture of her eyelids being glued shut. Please, I'm asking you, can you please release it to me? Send it to leilaniabarbados@gmail.com. Please send it to me. I really want to see this picture, because let another student try to glue my son's eyelids shut. What an awful human being. What an awful person she is. You're gonna go to university where you're supposed to be studying your work, and you're gonna glue somebody's eyelids shut? Really? You're just gonna add carrots and pumpkin to this? Like I said, I'll put everything down in the description. If you're interested in Jamaican fish tea or Caribbean fish tea, if you're interested in Caribbean fish tea, or fish soup, if you want to call it that. I don't know what to say about it. I just think it's like really upsetting, and like I feel so badly for the Queen. This is where I always feel badly, because she's such a sweet lady, and you know, she's like a real grandmother. She's 95 years old, and everyone in her family is doing the right thing, trying to uplift the monarchy, especially at this time when it is under attack by Meghan. And she's just not relenting. Everything Meghan does is like so ignorant. Like she's never learned in life anything. She has no upbringing. She has no manners. To come and say, I'm going to call the child Lilibet, a personal pet name of the Queen of England. Why though? What goes through her head? Why she thinks that's okay is what I don't really understand. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm gonna put this in. This is christophine, and I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, you'll see it when I put it in. This is christophine and green plantain. I couldn't get green banana, but green plantain is fine. And I'm going to add, this is the fish tea stock soup mix, and it's all the way from Barbados. We brought it. Are we allowed to bring? Anyway, whatever. It's okay. So I'm going to pour that in now. And let me put the kettle on. Oh, it does have little noodles in it. That's cool. But I just want to come on here because I'm cooking dinner. I still had to talk to you because I'm doing a video every single day, I promised you. Let me look at my comments to see if I want to respond to anything. Jay Walsh, this is a minute ago. I wonder if she will bring out a book called The Cot. How Harry does a wonderful job doing night feeds and putting her back in her cot like no other father could. Pair of idiots. Exactly. This is what I was talking about. The underachieving, overappreciated. That's her MO in life. That's what it's been. And meanwhile, the rest of the world, and the thing is that she's not even a special like celebrity person. I just don't understand it. Oh, this is important. This just makes no sense. They bashed the royal family. They said the establishment was racist. Harry came back to the UK just for the funeral, then flew back to the US. They complained about media attention and pressure for months, and then they called their daughter after two women on Harry's side, the Queen and his late mother. aka Meghan's obsession. They copied Princess Charlotte's middle names and they completely forgot about Doria. Now I'm 100% confident they'll sell the pictures of their daughter after they copyrighted the name Lilibet Diana. I'm shook. And this is from Claudia M. So thank you, Claudia, for that. Exactly. And I don't know if you guys remember, but when she first said, I might wait for this title to stop boiling. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember, but when she did the Oprah interview where she said that some family members asked or had concerns about the color of the child Archie's skin and how dark he would come out, which was a complete fabrication and lie, which is obvious and embarrassing that she sat there and during the interview, most of us knew that she was lying about that, could tell. And that's so embarrassing for her to be so disconnected. She's a huge disconnect from reality to sit there and do that. But anyway, I don't know if you remember, but for 2 days, at least here in the UK, we were sitting here thinking, who said that? Who is she trying to put that on? Because a lot of the people who are going to be jumping on that bandwagon of racism within the royal family, which is, like I said, something that is cultural to the United States, and I understand the concern about it in the United States, especially at these times. But the people who are going to be thinking like that are going to be thinking it's the older generation. And everyone was thinking, oh, it's going to be the Prince Philip, it's going to be the Queen, it's going to be somebody of the older generation that would say something like that. And so she left us with that. In fact, she has still not come out and said. People are still, people who believe her anyway can still speculate as to who it is. And that being so reckless, why name the child Lilibet then? Because you threw everybody under the bus and you still haven't cleared that up. Oh, what did they say? It wasn't Prince Philip and it wasn't the Queen. Okay, so they did clear it up. It's a very terrible person that sits down and plots these things out. And she's starring in the role that is this fraudulent life that she's creating for herself. Not speaking to anybody in her family, not having any of the same friends, not acknowledging her father, who she lived with, but also not acknowledging her mother. That she's created a new, talk about Truman Show. Harry, you are in the Truman Show. And the director is Meghan. You realize that? You have none of your people that love you, none of the people you grew up with around you to save you. You're all by yourself under the direction of Meghan, and she's the puppet master for you right now. And in her opinion, she's starring in this role of her life. And you're just an extra. I mean, it's very frustrating. I mean, I laugh about it and stuff because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. But it is very frustrating. And so I just wanted to follow up. Let's see if there's any more comments I want to respond to. Indie Girl made a comment here about how angry. I'm furious about the disrespect they've shown the Queen and the royal family. The same family they've thrown under the bus, just said that. And the horrible accusations that husband and his wife has made against them. True. She's on another level of shade. The baby's name, who does that? They literally copied William's daughter's name, who does that? And that is by Malibu Bliss. Thank you everybody who's commenting. I'm so happy to have people that feel the same way as me. It's so comforting because over here it's a big deal. In my country, we're in the Commonwealth, so everyone is looking at this very closely now. And I just want to see what this Lilibet website comes up with. If it's going to be a shell of a company. Remember that company they got donations for and then shut down and said the money went to the production costs, or like the setting up costs and then taking down costs. I'm sure she has a very good legal team, but honestly, or a lawyer, legal team. I don't know if I should say she has a legal team. Disney has a legal team. I don't know if Meghan has a legal team, but whatever she has, she's about to get caught. So be careful. She needs to be very careful with what she's doing, because people, when they don't like you, they take a lot of time. And I showed that on Tumblr, and I'm going to go back to my Tumblr video tomorrow, going down another rabbit hole to show you how much people don't like you, Meghan. So be very careful, because when people don't like you, they put a lot of time and energy and brain cells into exposing you. So Lilibet or not.com. Mind how you do that. Because Archwell had to change its statement several times on the website about whether it was charity, non-profit, for-profit, or whatever. They were dabbling. They are still dabbling. They still have, it is profit. And this is the whole thing about that article, is that the Queen does not want members of the royal family to do anything for profit. That's what the whole point is. So that's why they took away the Sussex Royals from them, that they couldn't use it, because they had geared up to use it. I don't know why. I do still think like Duke and Duchess is more, I don't know. Why you need to have Sussexes? Like, I don't know. I don't actually like the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. It's like a tongue twister, and it's like, I don't know, it's just not brand friendly, I don't think. This is Bajan seasoning that I put in this bottle. I make it at home. It has parsley, chives, garlic, onion. I have the recipe up on my channel from like a long time ago when I was trying to do a cooking channel. And by the way, whoever that a-hole was, it was like, oh, you tried cooking and you tried this and you tried that. Look at every single YouTuber. People have the right to, this is my creative space. If I want to try cooking and it doesn't work, if I have an experience in my life like the housewives thing and I want to talk about it and then I want to go into reviewing that, I can do that. If I want to do a shopping haul, a makeup haul, that's what people do. Channels are diverse. It's still me. It's my personality and it's my real life. The last thing I'm going to put in is the fish, okay? So I have the fish here and the okra. I'll just put it in. Okra, in it goes. Sorry about my camera, my God, my poor camera. And here is the fish. Just slide in. The fish has been lime and salted, by the way. Okay, so it's starting to ceviche itself. So I'm just gonna let that cook down. Should be a nice cook. I'm actually quite happy about it because I can see the broth is clear. That's what you want. Nice, clean, healthy meal. And fish is brain food, which I need. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share it if you can on your different social medias. And I will keep looking at these comments. I love them. I read all of them, and I'm going to try to respond now to a lot of them. But I think we all have the same mindset. We're all in the same boat with this. Thank you so much. Lots of love to my friends. Bye.